Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's Wednesday. It is the 16th of July. I'm Emily Vukovic, and it is cold. No, it is not snow cold, but this is what happens when you're a weathercaster. You have dreams about the weather. You talk about the weather, you dream about the weather. I had a dream last night that it snowed in Milton. Yeah, it didn't. It's not going to, and it's not even that cold. I'm just a bit of a baby. But really, starting off our temperatures, we're still going to be below seasonal today. Talk about the long-range forecast. We'll get you into the weekend, but first, we're going to turn things over to Jeremy Elliott with traffic.
Thank you very much, Emily. Here's Emily.
Not a bad day today, not a complete washout. We are going to see that risk for a few isolated showers just because of that upper low through the GTA. By tomorrow, however, we do clear out. We'll see lots of sunshine and temperatures warming just in time for the weekend. It's Wednesday, it's July 16th. Good morning, I'm Emily Vukovic. It is a much fresher start to the day today. We can thank that upper low for not only bringing in the cooler air, but the potential for some isolated showers throughout the day today. It's not going to be an all-day washout, but we are going to see the potential for some wet weather. Currently, it's cool. In fact, today conditions are a little bit more favorable for waterspout activity. So if you are planning on being on a boat, I love it when that happens. I saw like 18,000 of myself. If you are planning on being on a boat today, just be cautious. Just keep your eye on the sky, or maybe change your boating plans. Talk about the weekend forecast in just a moment, but first, here's Jeremy with traffic. Well, we do have that risk of a few isolated showers because of that upper low, and you can just see a little bit of precipitation there on the map. It's not going to be an all-day rain. It's not going to be a washout, and tomorrow's forecast looks much better. We've got some sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures are going to start to warm up, and into the long range, the weekend so far looks pretty good, with temperatures and humidity really starting to build back in. Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday, July the 16th. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. It is a very fresh start to the day. Temperatures are well below our seasonal average. And in your extended force of nature, is it or isn't it a waterspout? We actually show you a picture off one of the lakes in Ontario. We'll talk about the long-range forecast. We'll get you right into the weekend. Do we warm up? That answer is next. But first, here's Jeremy. It must be. Yeah. Now, we do have the chance of a few isolated showers throughout the day today. As you can see, a little bit of moisture popping up on the map, but we do have high pressure that's kind of looming over southern Ontario. So by tomorrow, we are going to see more sunshine, quite a bit of cloud cover today. By the weekend, we do warm up and the humidity starts to return. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 16th of July, and it is a cooler than seasonal start to the day. Temperatures today only getting up into the low 20s. We should be at the high 20s for this time of year. Now, even though it has been a little on the cool-ish side, we do have the advisory still in place for today. Environment Canada has issued a marine alert talking about waterspouts, potentially for Lake Huron and Lake Erie. Ever wondered what a waterspout is? Jacqueline Whittle explains. Thanks, Jacqueline. Well, we do have that risk today, so keep that in mind. In the long-range forecast, it looks as though we're going to see some fairly decent weather. We've got high pressure moving in, so after the risk of scattered showers today, things get much better as we get closer to the weekend. I'll talk about that coming up in your long-range forecast. But first, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy with traffic. We do have the risk for some waterspouts today, especially on Huron and Erie, so keep that in mind if you're planning on heading out on your boat. We do have high pressure that's going to eventually move in through the lower Great Lakes. Chance of a few isolated showers today because of that upper low that's also responsible for bringing in our cooler temperatures. Tomorrow looks much better, and then Friday looks amazing. Again, probably the best day of the week. We get to get really lucky on Fridays. Saturday and Sunday, we're watching a system to the south that has the potential to bring us a little bit more cloud cover and also the chance for a few isolated showers. But for now, we're looking at a fairly decent weekend, and you can notice that the heat and the humidity are really starting to build back in throughout the GTA. Thanks, Kevin. Well, what can be affecting the boating today is the waterspout risk on Lake Huron and Erie. If you're thinking about heading out, you may want to think again. Certainly keep your eye on the sky if you must head out on your boat today. Talk about your long-range forecast. Do we warm up to summer-like conditions? I'll have the answer coming up, but first, here's Jeremy. Well, we have the risk of a few isolated showers today. That upper low that's bringing us the cooler temperatures is also bringing us a little bit of precipitation through the area. By tomorrow, high pressure moves in. We'll see lots of sunshine, and then Friday looks as though it's going to be the best day of the week yet again. Saturday and Sunday, not bad, but we do have a low to our south that could bring us a little bit more cloud cover and the risk in some areas through the GTA for a few isolated showers. Well, we are seeing a few scattered showers throughout the GTA. As you can see, just north of Barrie through the Kitchener area, we did see some rain earlier this morning. It's just that upper low that's bringing us the cooler temperatures and a little tiny bit of moisture. Waterspout watch again today. Conditions are favorable on Huron and Erie.
Go to the spectacular afternoon. Don't I look like I'm working hard, Emily?
As always, Kevin. Thanks so much for that. We do have the risk for a few isolated showers. We were just talking to Kasia Badurka. She's live in Scarborough this morning, and she was talking about a little bit of rain coming down. So we do have really spotty kind of hit or miss showers, but as you can see, Kevin, in Oakville, sunny. It's gorgeous. Now, we do have the risk for some waterspouts today. Environment Canada has issued a marine advisory talking about waterspout risks on Lake Huron and Lake Erie. So if you're thinking about taking the boat out today, either maybe change your plans or just be sure you're incredibly careful. Keep your eye out for anything that looks suspicious, because it's okay watching them on land, but on water, whole different story. The long-range forecast. Will it warm up? That is the big question on everybody's mind. I will answer it coming up, but first, here's Jeremy. Thanks, Jeremy. Well, this afternoon, we still have that slight risk for a few isolated showers. You can see just that little bit of moisture moving through the GTA with this upper low. It's the same low that's responsible for really cooling down our temperatures. Now, we do have high pressure moving into the area for tomorrow, so more in the way of sunshine. Friday looks like the best day of the week yet again. That's been the trend literally these last 3 weeks. Friday's been our best day. Temperatures warming up, lots of sunshine in the forecast. Now, for Saturday and Sunday, so far they look pretty good. We do have sunshine with high pressure, but notice this little bit of moisture? There's a low to the south that is really trying to creep its way north, and there's a good chance that it might. So we're looking like we could see a little bit more cloud cover throughout the day on Saturday, and the potential is there for a few isolated showers, especially south of the city. So tomorrow we're getting up to 22, Friday 25, Saturday, Sunday 26. The heat and the humidity really start to return. And notice the showers that I was mentioning? Well, here they are in Hamilton for Saturday. There is a chance for scattered showers, maybe a little bit of convective activity. Throughout Oshawa, we're seeing the heat and the humidity really start to build. It is going to feel like summer this weekend. Thanks, Jeremy. Well, we do have the risk for waterspouts today. Environment Canada has issued a marine advisory talking about the risk on Lake Huron and Lake Erie. We also have the risk for a few isolated showers throughout the day today. That upper low, the one that's responsible for making it feel like fall. Cool temperatures today is also responsible for giving us a little bit of moisture. We are going to be seeing conditions improve into tomorrow, and Friday looks as though it's going to be the best day of the week. That's been the trend for about 3 weeks. Friday's been the best forecast. We are going to be seeing some sunshine over the weekend as well, but we do have a system to the south, and you can see it coming up, and it's going to threaten us with a little bit more cloud cover and the potential for a few isolated showers, possibly even some thunderstorm activity. The timing on it, well, right now it looks pretty good, mix of sun and cloud, but by Saturday in Hamilton, we could see some showers. Thanks so much, Kevin. That's really good advice, because that's something that I don't necessarily think about. I'm not a huge fan of the air conditioning in my car. I tend to roll down the windows, but length of driving time, my husband and I regularly go to Ottawa during the summer, so that's a far drive. It takes us 5 to 6 hours to get there because we have a toddler, but you don't think about that kind of stuff. All right, we do have the risk for a few waterspouts today on the shores of Huron and Lake Erie. Conditions are actually better today than they were yesterday. We've got cooler air going over relatively warm water, and that's where we can see a little bit of convection. Now, your long-range details look great if you love heat and humidity. We'll talk more about that coming up, but first, here's Jeremy. Thanks, Jeremy. That low that's bringing in a lot of cool air is also responsible for bringing in a little bit of moisture throughout the GTA. We've already seen a few scattered showers through Scarborough and through Kitchener. For the most part, we are going to stay dry. We will see a little bit of sunshine as well. Tomorrow looks much better. We will see less cloud cover. And then Friday, potentially the best day of the week. Again, I think this is the third week in a row where Friday has been our best weather day. Really has. Now, getting into the weekend, things will change slightly. We do have a system to the south. The timing of this, well, there's a little bit of uncertainty with it. We do know that on Saturday, if we do see any kind of showers, they will stay to the south, but we may pick up a little bit more cloud cover because of this. And then on Sunday, areas in through Hamilton and in through the Niagara region also have the risk of a few isolated showers, as do we in Toronto on Sunday. But as for our forecast right now, it looks pretty good. Mix of sun and cloud pretty much right until the end of the week. We do have heat and humidity building back in, and that's why we could see a few convective showers throughout the day in Hamilton on Saturday. But until then, things look pretty nice with high pressure firmly in place and temperatures warming up. Okay, well, I certainly don't have a hockey bag in my trunk, but I also took out my snow brush because just the reminder of that is depressing for me. We do have a waterspout watch in place today for the Great Lakes and through Huron and Lake Erie. Environment Canada has issued a marine alert talking about the potential the conditions are ripe. Getting into the weekend, do we warm up? I'll have the answer just ahead, but first here's Jeremy with traffic. Thanks, Jeremy. Upper low bringing in cooler temperatures and the chance for a few isolated showers throughout the day today. Tomorrow, the forecast improves. We've got lots of sunshine, and Friday looks as though it is going to be the best day of the week yet again. Over the weekend, the heat and humidity start to build back in. Risk of a few isolated convective showers. Temperatures getting back to seasonal values. Well, we do have the risk for a few waterspouts today on the shores of Huron and Erie. Conditions are quite favorable. We've got cooler air going over relatively warmer water, so that's where we could see that convective activity. This afternoon, we do have a few isolated showers expected throughout the GTA, mostly down towards the south. High pressure moves in, and Friday looks as though it is going to be, yet again, the best day of the week. This has happened about 3 weeks in a row, where Friday has been the best day in our forecast. We've got warm temperatures and lots of sunshine. Now, Saturday and Sunday don't look too bad either, but because we've got a system to the south, the timing of it is a little bit uncertain right now, so we could see a little bit more cloud cover and the chance of showers. Around the world in 80 seconds. Thanks, Kim. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday, July the 16th. Kevin Yard is joining us in beautiful Oakville. Fresh start to the day. Good morning, Kevin.
Video.
Thanks, Kevin. Conditions are going to be warming up this weekend. The heat and the humidity.
This weather segment.
Head to the video section of our website for more on your top 5 videos. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday, the 16th of July. Kevin Yard's joining us in beautiful Oakville talking car safety. Kevin, what's going on?
To the studio.
Thanks, Kevin. I never really thought about duct tape. What would I fix if something broke down in my car? Would it patch a hole in my tire? Probably not. Risk of waterspouts today. Conditions are favorable on Erie and Huron, so Environment Canada has issued a marine alert talking about the potential for some waterspouts. That area of low pressure that has cooled down our temperatures, well, it is also bringing us a little bit of moisture throughout the GTA today. As you can see on the map, just some fits and spurts of it. We've seen some showers through Kitchener and in through Scarborough this morning. The long-range forecast looks great, getting us into the weekend. We're going to see some sunshine. Temperatures will be warming, and the heat and the humidity certainly start to return for Saturday and Sunday. Joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. Doug, before we get to the long-range forecast, I want to touch on polar vortex. It is a buzzword right now. Social media is covered with it. Other outlets are using it to describe this unseasonably cold pattern. Let's talk about this for a second.
Well, to talk about the polar vortex, we have to look in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We have a nice depiction here. This is the feature that everyone's talking about. The blues and purples represent unusually cold air aloft. Now, typically, the polar vortex is found right over the pole. It's really a permanent feature, nothing unusual.
Doesn't go anywhere. It stays there all the time.
But what has happened is that a piece of that has come down, so we have unusually cold air aloft. It is the same upper air pattern that we did see this winter, obviously a much gentler version of that, no snow on the forecast. But that term was really overused last winter, and it's being overused right now.
Okay, so that is good to know. Also, the good news is that we've had a switch in our pattern. It used to be warmer in the west and cooler in the east, but now this weekend...
Yeah, nice warm up into the weekend, and what's different this time is this warm up is going to last into next week. We're not looking at another round of fall weather as we go into the long range. Now, during the weekend, lots of sunshine, some clouds mixed in. The potential for a scattered thunderstorm, but most of the time it will be rain-free, a little bit cooler near the lakes, nice and warm as you go inland. And as we go in the extended forecast, note that those temperatures stay in the upper 20s well into next week, the humidex in the 30s.
All right, lots of sunshine. It is going to feel like a return to summer-like conditions.
This
Check out more top 5 videos at theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's July the 16th, and it is a very fresh start to the day. Temperatures well below our seasonal average, and they'll stay that way throughout the afternoon. It's a good day to be reminding yourself about car safety. Summer driving tips. Kevin Yard joins us live in Oakville this morning. Kevin, what have you learned so far today? Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, sunglasses certainly important. Now, we do have the risk, typical summer-like weather, we do have the risk for some waterspouts throughout the day today. Along the shores of Huron and Erie, conditions are favorable. We've got cooler water coming over relatively warmer lakes, and that's where we can see some convection. Chance of isolated showers throughout the day today. That upper level low responsible for cooling down our temperatures. Well, it could bring in a little bit of moisture as well. And we've already seen a little bit of rain through Scarborough and in through Kitchener this morning. Tomorrow, our forecast is amazing. We've got lots of sunshine in place. Temperatures are getting closer to where they should be. And so far, it looks good over the weekend. We're still keeping our eye on this system. There's a little bit of uncertainty with the timing, so this forecast could change. But so far, so good. The weekend, temperatures really warm up to seasonal values, and the heat and the humidity will start to build back in, feeling like the low 30s. Good morning. It's Wednesday, July the 16th. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is a very fresh start to the day. We are seeing some sunshine through Oakville, but other areas are seeing a few scattered showers. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's check in with Kevin. Kevin, it's all about the summer driving tips. What are you learning today? Thanks, Kevin. Environment Canada has issued a marine alert talking about the risk of waterspouts today on the shores of Huron and Erie. Keep that in mind if you're planning on heading out on your boat today. We do have the risk for a few isolated showers through the afternoon, more so south of the city. Temperatures below seasonal today, but by the weekend we warm up and the humidity will return. For more on our top 5 videos, you can always head to the video section of our website, theweathernetwork.com. It's Wednesday, July the 16th. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've been talking about waterspouts throughout southern Ontario, and there's a risk again today. Environment Canada has put out a marine alert talking about the potential for waterspouts on Huron and Erie. So if you're thinking about taking the boat out today, maybe rethink your plans. We do have the chance for a few isolated showers because of this upper level low that's bringing in the cooler air. It's also bringing in a little bit of moisture throughout the region, so we could see a few isolated showers here and there, but it's certainly not going to be a washout of the day. We will see some sunshine as well. Tomorrow looks amazing, as well as Friday. Friday looks as though it's going to be the best day of the week yet again for like the 3rd week in a row. Saturday and Sunday look pretty good. We do have a system coming in from the south. There's a little bit of uncertainty on the timing of this, so far things look good. The heat and the humidity is starting to build back in. Conditions are favorable for waterspouts, and a lot of people are talking about it on social media. Our very own Storm Hunter said possible waterspout outbreak as the Key Stream dips around the Great Lakes in a fall-type pattern. Nobody likes to hear the word fall at this time of year. South Haven, Lake Michigan waterspout, courtesy of Tony James. Great shot of a waterspout, it appears to be. A lot of cloud cover and fairly windy as well throughout the day. Thinking about heading out on my boat today, the risk of waterspouts may keep me home. That is a good idea. It's better to be safe than sorry. And waterspouts are very neat to watch from land. Exactly. You want to stay safe, not be out on the water.